I'm Rohan from Raw Corporation. Sizzle, if you like, is that we are the key holders of time, supporting lots of small business owners and traders in their field with their admin and non-important daily tasks. But a little bit about myself first, because I'm a big believer in family comes first before everything that I do. And this is a current snapshot of my wonderful family and my wife, who've been married, I believe, 7 years next month, and my three wonderful children. Eldest now 16, Keisha, followed by our youngest daughter, Katie, who has just gone 6, and our little wee man, Maximilian, who just turned 4 yesterday. So that's my family. Work life is secondary to everything that I do. This is the work life that helps me become that spender. But a bit about my background is sort of I'm very corporatized. I've spent a lot of time early days thinking, certainly when I had my first child, that there is no better place to work and have job security in life than working in a banking system. I joined the wonderful world of HBOS in their vehicle asset finance department. Was there for a few years before the financial crash in 2008, which left me sitting on a chair in the bank, still twiddling my thumb, wondering if I'm still employed, or well, finding out on the news that we'd all lost our job before our employees did. Certainly changed the dynamics and what I thought about the corporate life and banking system. So still being passionate about cars, I joined the wonderful world of working for Volkswagen in their fleet departments across the UK. And again, up until maybe about 4 years ago, the wonderful world of Dieselgate and WLTP, and the red tape that surrounded the automotive sort of diluted its excitement and its appeal for me. But as throughout those industries, I was very much within operations, so supporting sales processes, working along with compliance and FCA compliance, that I thought I would regenerate these ideas and take them into the wonderful world of virtual assistants and offering these services back to people working for myself. So started this in 2020, January 2020, just before that dreaded word of back then in COVID world. So started just before then, and explored and started working with local trades in the field. So what is a virtual assistant? Well, VAs, in short, they are taskmasters. Some say jack of all, master of none, but very key and very able to put their hands to many different tasks that every business covers in their daily lives. And a VA, in a nutshell, is an experienced assistant, but instead of having to pay someone full-time for their services, you only get to pay for as and when you need them. And these are the ultimate things that, as a business owner, can help reduce those stress levels and free up some time in your business to do the things that are more important for you. Within our businesses, things that we need to consider that consume a lot of time, or the biggest 5 time wasters in our business, and reasons why we should consider a virtual assistant. We spend far too much time within our email system. So on average, around about 66% of businesses will fail within its first 3 years. This is small business owners will fail within its first 3 years. And some of those key factors are surrounded in those biggest time wasters that we're spending far too much time doing things we shouldn't be doing, as opposed to being focused on our businesses. So on average, 35% of our daily time is consumed within the email clients of our businesses, and this can be handling spam, being detracted from those little pings that we get in notifications, and we sidetrack ourselves by opening up emails and And ultimately, over time, this creates, this adds on wasted time. One email on average is around about 10 minutes of responding. You can respond, or is this spamming where we delete? And before we can sort of refocus and get back onto our task, we've lost around about 10 to 15 minutes of our time. Another big detractor from our day is data entry. It's a necessary evil for us all in our businesses, and this could be anything from collating customer data to data reports that we may have to share with colleagues, team members, and to third-party people. But a lot of this data entry is non-productive, and again, one of those reasons that it can be outsourced to a virtual assistant. Being organised. We all have wonderful ideas. We know what we want in our businesses, but actually having not creating a plan or a step-by-step guide in task setting within our daily lives means we're in effect running around like headless chickens and just not creating and working properly towards our ultimate goal. Social media, and again, this is becoming ever increasingly a more and more necessary evil in our businesses. We all need to be on social media, but on average, as of stats this year, last year, on average, around about 3 hours a day are consumed on ourselves, posting on social media, following the rabbit runs in social media, and before we know it, we've consumed quite a few hours in our day around the world of social media. And for most, I'm sure we all do it from time to time. Procrastination, not many like to admit it, but we certainly all do it. We delay some of the inevitables, prioritize or believe that's a key important task to do, and we will keep putting off some of those things that we should be doing within our businesses. So, who needs a VA? Well, rolling back to the previous slide in terms of what those big 5 setters are, not everybody needs a VA. Lots of people can handle and are very good at organising their days and do have plenty of time in their day to concentrate on the administrational burdens. But certainly some key elements to think about that you should understand and contemplate whether or not you need a VA. And those are things. The first one is, are you feeling stressed? Have too many stresses in your day that get you into an overwhelmed situation, and that's a factor of considering the support of a virtual assistant. Wasting too much time or an increasing amount of time on non-productive tasks. As any business grows, those tasks will grow alongside your business. And if you feel that balance of 30% of that time is being spent more on non-productive or administrational tasks, then it will be time to consider using a virtual assistant. Next up, do you struggle with time management? If you, as I alluded to on the previous slide, if you are struggling with handling your time, setting those tasks every single day, then there is another good case cause to consider the work of the virtual assistant. And unless you do have a consistent workflow that you know that requires that additional support. We all understand the importance of using an accountant, because most of us are not financially attuned, and we understand that outsourcing work to an accountant is a very productive task to do, to let them handle the finances of the business. And likewise with other tasks and workloads that you are not correct with, then these are other opportunities where you should consider outsourcing to a virtual assistant. Okay, so some of our services that that there's a VA, and not just every single virtual assistant is best cased for every single business. Lots of business owners can utilize many different VAs, because lots of VAs will specialize in different different areas of specific parts of your daily tasks. Our services that we hold in and probably proud of in Warcore is our CRM, our email management system, social media engagement, data reporting, and doing lots of research and development. We specifically sort of look after our niche, if you like. So yes, we cover the full UK, but we've very niche down in terms of marketing. As I said before, there are lots of VAs out in the world. Our marketplace, if you like, is that we love working with those local tradespeople, painters, decorators, plumbers, electricians, and we cover predominantly the Cheshire region. We are also very recently a Theopathitis SBS winner, a wonderful little accolade and a great little boost for our business in terms of a great bit of PR and getting our message with some accolades that helps growing our business. And that really is our whistle-stop tour. I believe I'm okay for time there, Keith, as well? Or have I gone on far too long? So yeah, if there are any questions, then I will open up the floor now to any questions.